What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel where you can find multiple automotive content and thunder cracking in the background and lots of truck topics and videos. I'm IWrocker and we have a pretty fun video on this stormy night. We're going to be looking at Power Wagons, more specifically the cheapest Power Wagon in the US currently for sale. I'm going to try and find it. We're going to see what it's like from the online ad and see if it's, I don't know, something worth buying. I'll stop rambling. Let's take a look. All right, and now we hopped on over to the computer. So let's try out Car Gurus first. And we want Ram 2500. Look, I look at trucks a lot. Okay, let's hit search and then we'll change our criteria. So we want Dodge. That's why. So we gotta go Dodge. And we want Ram 2500. Radius nationwide. Search. Okay. And then we want to go down here. We'll go Power Wagon, Power Wagon, Power Wagon. I want to make sure all the Power Wagon ones are clicked. Okay, so now this is more like it. We have 114 Power Wagon listings nationwide. We're not going to worry about crazy options. So now we're going to go here. We're going to go here and we're going to go lowest price first. Sponsored ones always show up and then boom. Okay, so according to Car Gurus, Vernon, Connecticut has a 2005 Dodge Ram Power Wagon quad cab. '05 being the first year they did come out in the modern era. And let's take a look. Okay, so the cheapest one, I'm actually shocked, is 10,500. That definitely isn't bad for a Power Wagon. Considering 2005s, let's be honest, are just as capable as newer ones, I would argue. The third gen body style is a little more tucked in. So you may argue stock, it has better clearance. It has a actual better aftermarket because of difference in mass production, difference in suspension. These used a coilover suspension and multiple other differences. These are great trucks. And honestly, like I've said in another video, I should have got one of these from the get-go. Bigger aftermarket, cheaper to obtain, and honestly, just as good of a truck. And the third gen aesthetic wise is actually my favorite. I think these look better than fourth gens. It's dark blue and silver, not a bad color combo. I'm not seeing the usual Power Wagon badge that's supposed to go right here. So either he swapped the tailgate, got damaged, or they debadged it. But I mean, it wouldn't have all these other badges. Usually not. So I can't tell if there's a winch on there. That's the big giveaway. Really can't tell. So that's suspect. You can see the coilovers there in the third gens. Let's see, this is the issue, is you're supposed to have the controls down here in the third gens for the sway bar disconnect and the axle lock and unlock. So we're not sure if this is a Power Wagon. There's also 2 accidents reported on this. All right, let's look at another one. That one isn't not satisfying. Let's look for a better one. I hate ones without pictures, so I'm gonna ignore that. Next, is this right? Wow. Okay, so we have a 2012. That's a lot newer. This is a 4th gen Ram. 2012, that's relatively newer. It's only coming up on 7 years old. This is in Linwood, Washington. And look at this. It's been on Car Gurus for a year. It started out at 24,995 and is currently 12,900. That's a hell of a drop. One owner apparently, no accidents. What's the issue? Right here, 216,000 miles. Now, as someone who has moved, transitioned to older vehicles, my vehicles have 200,000 miles and run great, but that is quite a few miles for something that new, especially for more of a niche, um, specific style truck like a Power Wagon. It's not just a regular work truck or a Ram. So that is quite a few miles for something so special, you could argue. The 2012, if you notice, had a very different appearance package than the 2014 through 16 did, and obviously the newer 2017 to present do. Very understated, but still unique. You had the Power Wagon logo in the black, two-tone like you did on the 14 through 16s with the red stripe here, and then a Power Wagon badge, of course, on the back. It's cool. You got different colors though. You got black 4x4 and red 4x4, so it's kind of different there. Okay, here's a nice one. 05 13.9. So these still pull decent money considering this is a 14-year-old truck. A regular gasser, Ram, you should be able to find for 5 to 10 grand in decent shape. And these are, over 10 no matter what. There was none that were under 10. So it's kind of interesting to note. This one only has 77,000 miles, which is very low for an '05. And silver's one of the more boring colors for me, but it's a nice truck. I don't mind the deflectors. I had those on mine. It is a Power Wagon indeed. Has the clearance lamps, has the winch. That's all you need to see is the winch and the tow hooks right there. It does have the Power Wagon wheels. Those are more like it. They've always been a blade style 5-spoke. Has the white lettered tires and it has the badge with no other badges. This is correct. I don't believe that original dark blue one was correct. This is more like it. This is a quad cab, of course. And if you look, see if I can find it here. This is interesting. It has Alcantara, it looks like, or maybe cloth. I'm not sure. Inserts on the seats. Kind of a combo leather. So you have the shifter, manual shifter down here, the column shift, and it won't let me zoom in, but that is your axle lock and unlock on the older trucks. One of these might be heated seats or something. Actually, both of these are, and this one right here would have been your sway bar disconnect. So that is pretty cool. That's legit. That is a Power Wagon. That's an '05. It's in Pittsburgh, and it is 13.9. Considering it only has 77 thou, one accident. Hopefully it's minor. That is a pretty cool truck. That one is more like the kind of deal, mileage, and condition of one that I would go for. And really, I'm telling you what, looking at this body style, oof, they're nice. I love these Power Wagons. They're really, really cool looking. They look like a classic truck to me. They're really neat. The wheels and the white letters and the clean body, and it's a beast with all the suspension underneath and the Hemi. That is wow, really cool truck, dude. You can look kind of here before I kind of close down here. So we have a big jump. The rest are around 18 to 20 grand and up from there. And that's more of the medium price for a lot of different years is around 20 to 25 grand you can expect to pay. Paying upwards of 60, 70 grand for a new one isn't the smartest idea in my opinion. I just don't think they're worth that as much as I love them. But for me personally, thinking that I owned the truck that I did and loved it, but it was, quadruple the price of this, you could say. And this truck's just as capable. This is a much smarter choice. Now I am gonna look up my dream truck. You guys know, you longtime viewers, is a first gen Power Wagon like this and a regular cab. And look, regular cab, 0. So that remains the unicorn of Power Wagons is like an '05 or an '06 regular cab long bed Power Wagon. Wow. Uh, if anyone has a regular cab long bed Power Wagon with a stick shift on top of it, yes, they did make that truck, but damn, is that really, really rare. And I'd be shocked if anyone even knew anyone that had one. All right, so what did you guys think of that dive into the interwebs for some research on what Power Wagon's out there? What do you think of the number for sale? Only 114 for sale or so, was it? Across the United States right now, in relative to almost any other truck you would look for, that's very rare. This proves a point that even used Power Wagons are really rare. They are just a rare truck. You know, the advantage with the older ones are they're a lot cheaper. Parts are even cheaper. You know, all the suspension and aftermarket goodies that you would want, there is kind of more available for the third gens. There's more available for the 5.7 Hemi. There's even more available for the suspension, and you know, it was a little easier fitting tires, I believe, on that body than it was a new one. So these aren't deal breakers for the new ones, but it's just a different perspective, and I've always had a soft spot for the older ones. I could do another video about the actual old ones, talking the original ones, and then even square body Dodges like the 70s Power Wagons. Those I really love. I love those more than all of them. Getting real and getting back into a Power Wagon, what would you think if it was an older one? I think it'd be awesome. I think I could do a crazier build on an old one. I'm really dedicating myself to YouTube, and it's a tough ball game, but it's fun and I love it. I really want to grow, and it's hard for me to grow right now, taking so much time off. So I'm trying to get back into it. I appreciate your guys' support. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and look forward to a lot more, guys. Take care. I'll catch you later.